Best coverage of baseball on the show brings us to the home of the Braves, Truist Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Atlanta Braves. Interleague baseball next. Touki Toussaint, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Love this arm from Touki. Kind of a loose arm. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Pedro Martinez. Sneaky quick, 94 to 96. His changeup has gotten a lot better. Toiled a little bit between the rotation and the bullpen. I think this guy has a bright future. And if he's throwing strikes early, look out. He can shut just about anybody down.
First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
Wow, 3rd pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game. Now at the plate is Marcus Semien.
The second baseman, Marcus Semien.
From the stretch. In the dirt here. Set to deliver the 0-1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Very high, 2-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
3-1.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
3-1 fastball, middle cut, and he didn't miss it. That's the fight throughout the course of the game, to get yourself into count leverage and capitalize.
Up next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. Springer stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Hit hard on the ground to third. Arcia fields it cleanly. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. (2-0) to the Jays left fielder.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Outside and low, 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuna giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays held in check, and now the Braves will step up for their first opportunity to score. Ross Stripling gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Ozzie Albies is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Their count now at 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can look...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. His previous history with Ross Stripling, he's 0 for 7. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Arcia, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected. All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here he comes again, 1-2. Line to the right side, and that is into right field, a base hit.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. And that one yanked just foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now. This one's flared toward left center. Espinal over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, there's a lot of people hoping to see a turnaround from Orlando Arcia. He went 0 for 3 last game. No big deal, only 3 ABs, but it was the way in which he looked going about those ABs. He didn't have a good look to him at all. We'll see if he can bounce back in this one.
In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Braves able to tack on another. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Kevin Biggio.
Number 8, Kevin.
First pitch of the AB now. And this is low, ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2 balls and a strike to count. Called strike on the sinker, 2-2 now.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Alejandro Kirk is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did. Got it to 3-1.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting 8, the pitcher, Ross Stripling.
So now here is Ross Stripling. First offering on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Behind 0-2 now. Sent on the ground out to second. Albies brings it in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. One left for Toronto. They're down 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and